Peter will read, as in the reserves, the first 9 rounds, then we'll check the leaderboard at the halfway mark, and then again after round 14. But I'll hand over to Peter Lucas, who will commence the count. Okay, off we go with round 1. Alvin versus Simpson. 1 vote, Simpson, Corey Bolsh. 2 votes, Alvey, Mitchell Williamson. 3 votes, Alvey, Spencer Williamson. Apollo Bay versus Illawarra Beck. 1 vote, Apollo Bay, Jeremy Ellis. 2 votes, Apollo Bay, Adrian Hahn. And 3 votes, Apollo Bay, Alexander Hahn. Forest versus Western Eagles. 1 vote, Western Eagles, Tyson Scott. 2 votes, Western Eagles, Reece Burke. 3 votes, Western Eagles, Nick Lacandro. Otway Districts versus Lawn. 1 vote, Lawn, Jackson Barham. 2 votes, Lawn, Lee Holmer. 3 votes, Lawn, Louis Holmer. South Colac versus Colac Imperials. 1 vote, Colac Imperials, Tom McCabe. 2 votes, South Colac, Joel Menzies. 3 votes, Colac Imperials, Kyle Roberts. Round 2, Colac Imperials versus Forest. 1 vote, Colac Imperials, Adrian Murray. 2 votes, Colac Imperials, Stephen Cass. 3 votes, Colac Imperials, Andrew Scott. Illawarra Beak versus South Colac. 1 vote, South Colac, Adam McNamara. 2 votes, South Colac, Dave Melendez. 3 votes, Illawarra Beak, Tony Walker. Lawn versus Apollo Bay. 1 vote, Apollo Bay, Alexander Hahn. 2 votes, Lawn, Lee Holmer. 3 votes, Lawn, Louis Holmer. Simpson versus Birregurra. 1 vote, Birregurra, Cameron White. 2 votes, Birregurra, Luke Phillips. 3 votes, Simpson, Corey Bolsh. Western Eagles versus Alvey. 1 vote, Western Eagles, Tyson Stott. 2 votes, Western Eagles, Jake Reed. 3 votes, Western Eagles, Scott Harvey. Round 3. Alvey versus Colac Imperials. 1 vote, Colac Imperials, Simon Scott. 2 votes, Alvey, Daniel Allen. 3 votes, Colac Imperials, Reece Tillich. Apollo Bay versus Otway Districts. 1 vote, Otway Districts, Adam Harris. 2 votes, Otway Districts, Justin Robbins. 3 votes, Apollo Bay, Adrian Hahn. Birregurra versus Western Eagles. 1 vote, Western Eagles, Mark Shaw. 2 votes, Birregurra, Tom Parker. 3 votes, Western Eagles, Jacob Thorne. Forest versus Illawarra Beak. 1 vote, Illawarra Beak, Jaden Angus. 2 votes, Forest, Adam Wells. 3 votes, Forest, Cameron Gourley. South Colac versus Lawn. 1 vote, Lawn, Brock Shields. 2 votes, Lawn, Luke Norton. 3 votes, Lawn, Louis Holmer. Round 4. Colac Imperials versus Birregurra. 1 vote, Colac Imperials, Adrian Murray. 2 votes, Birregurra, Campbell Floyd. 3 votes, Colac Imperials, Sean O'Neill. Illawarra Beac versus Alvey. 1 vote, Illawarra Beac, Tony Walker. 2 votes, Alvey, Hayden Hickey. 3 votes, Illawarra Beac, Matthew Dunn. Lawn versus Forest. 1 vote, Lawn, Lee Holmer. 2 votes, Lawn, Stephen Oliver. 3 votes, Lawn, Bo Tricky. Otway Districts versus South Colac. 1 vote, Otway Districts, Adam Harris. 2 votes, Otway Districts, Daniel Gage. 3 votes, South Colac, Jamie Armstrong. Western Eagles versus Simpson. 1 vote, Western Eagles, Andrew Hodgson. 2 votes, Western Eagles, Tyson Stott. 3 votes, Western Eagles, Nick Lacandro. Round 5. Alvey versus Lawn. 1 vote, Alvey, Andrew De Lorenzo. 2 votes, Lawn, Lee Holmer. 3 votes, Lawn, Stephen Oliver. Birregurra versus Illawarra Beac. 1 vote, Birregurra, Christian Kelly. 2 votes, Birregurra, Campbell Floyd. 3 votes, Birregurra, Tom McCrickard. Forest versus Otway Districts. 1 vote, Otway Districts, Adam Harris. 2 votes, Forest, Sean Calcedo. 3 votes, Forest, Justin Bliss. Simpson versus Colac Imperials. 1 vote, Simpson, Corey Bolsh. 2 votes, Colac Imperials, Reece Tillich. 3 votes, Colac Imperials, Tom McKay. Round 6. No. Round 5. South Colac versus Apollo Bay. Apollo Bay, 1 vote, Jake Cooper. 2 votes, Apollo Bay, Hamish Tamlin. 3 votes, South Colac, Daniel Roberts. Round 6. Apollo Bay versus Forest. 1 vote, Apollo Bay, Hamish Tamlin. 2 votes, Forest, Sean Calcedo. 3 votes, Apollo Bay, Adrian Hahn. Colac Imperials versus Western Eagles. 1 vote, Colac Imperials, Jai Tillich. 2 votes, Colac Imperials, Kyle Roberts. 3 votes, Colac Imperials, Sean O'Neill. Illawarra Beac versus Simpson. 1 vote, Simpson, Chester Gardner. 2 votes, Simpson, Corey Bolsh. 3 votes, Simpson, Jeremy Spokes. Lawn versus Birregurra. 1 vote, Lawn, Chi Turner. 2 votes, Birregurra, Tom McCrickard. 3 votes, Lawn, Brock Shields. Otway Districts versus Alvey. 1 vote, Otway Districts, Adam Harris. 2 votes, Otway Districts, Stuart Sutherland. 3 votes, Alvey, Tyler Manane. Round 7. Alvey versus Apollo Bay. 1 vote, Alvey, Luke McCarthy. 2 votes, Apollo Bay, Hamish Tamlin. 3 votes, Alvey, Daniel Allen. Birregurra versus Otway Districts. 1 vote, Birregurra, Paul Cass. 2 votes, Otway Districts, Luke Burnett. 3 votes, Birregurra, Tom Parker. Forest versus South Colac. 1 vote, South Colac, Sean Harrington. 2 votes, Forest, Cameron Gawley. 3 votes, Forest, Michael Gregorio. Simpson versus Lawn. 1 vote, Lawn, Lee McElveny. 2 votes, Simpson, Corey Bolsh. 3 votes, Lawn, Louis Holmer. Western Eagles versus Illawarra Biak. 1 vote, Western Eagles, Tyson Stott. 2 votes, Western Eagles, Eamon Johnson. 3 votes, Western Eagles, Nick Lacandro. Round 8. Apollo Bay versus Birregurra. 1 vote, Birregurra, Tim McLean. 2 votes, Birregurra, Christian Kelly. 3 votes, Birregurra, Luke Phillips. Illawarra Biak versus Colac Imperials. 1 vote, Illawarra Biak, Troy Keating. 2 votes, Colac Imperials, Tom McKay. 3 votes, Illawarra Biak, Joel Hewland. Lawn versus Western Eagles. 1 vote, Lawn, Luke Norton. 2 votes, Western Eagles, Matthew Kenny. 3 votes, Lawn, Jay Turner. Otway Districts versus Simpson. 1 vote, Otway Districts, Daniel Gage. 2 votes, Otway Districts, Adam Harris. 3 votes, Simpson, Corey Bolsh. South Colac versus Alvey. 1 vote, Alvey, Luke McCarthy. 2 votes, South Colac, Sean Harrington. 3 votes, Alvey, Daniel Allen. Round 9. Alvey versus Forest. 1 vote, Forest, Scott Gainger. 2 votes, Alvey, Daniel Allen. 3 votes, Forest, Justin Bliss. Birregurra versus South Colac. 1 vote, South Colac, Dion Oborn. 2 votes, Birregurra, Tim McLean. 3 votes, Birregurra, Stephen Saligan. Colac Imperials versus Lawn. 1 vote, Colac Imperials, Adrian Murray. 2 votes, Lawn, Brock Shields. 3 votes, Colac Imperials, Andrew Scott. Simpson versus Apollo Bay. 1 vote, Simpson, Corey Bolsh. 2 votes, Apollo Bay, Alexander Han. 3 votes, Apollo Bay, Martin White. Western Eagles versus Otway Districts. 1 vote, Western Eagles, Tyson Stott. 2 votes, Otway Districts, Luke Burnett. 3 votes, Western Eagles, Matthew Kenny. So we'll now do a leader update.
Thanks, Pete. Halfway mark. Alvey, we've got Daniel Allen well out in front on 10 from Tyler Manone and Spencer Williamson on 3. At Apollo Bay, we've got Adrian Hahn ineligible on 8, 2 ahead of his brother Alexander on 6. Hamish Tamlin, last year's winner, on 5. Birregurra, Luke Phillips, Tom Parker and Tom McGregard all on 5 from Campbell Floyd on 4. At Colac Imperials, we have Andrew Scott, Sean O'Neill and Thomas McKay on 6. Ahead of Reece Tillich and Kyle Roberts, both on 5. At Forest, Justin Bliss on 6, 1 ahead of Cameron Gooley on 5 and Sean Calcedo on 4. Well done, Blissy. Illawarra Biak, Tony Walker on 4, 1 ahead of Matthew Dunn and Joel Hewland. Lawn, Louis Holmer on 10, 3 ahead of Lee on 7. Brock Shields on 6 and Stephen Oliver on 5. Otway Districts, Adam Harris on 6, 2 ahead of Luke Burnett on 4 and Daniel Gage on 3. At Simpson, Corey Bolsh well out in front on 13 from Jeremy Spokes on 3. South Colac, Sean Harrington, Jamie Armstrong and Daniel Roberts sharing the votes there with 3 apiece. And at the Western Eagles, Nick Lacandro on 9 ahead of Tyson Stott on 6, Matthew Kenny on 5. The overall leaderboard at the halfway mark sees Corey Bolsh from Simpson in front on 13, from Daniel Allen and Louis Holmer, both on 10. Just ahead of Nick Lacandro from Eagles on 9, Adrian Ham from Apollo Bay on 8, and Lee Holmer from Lawn on 7. So it's a close count at the halfway mark. I'll hand back to Pete to continue to round 14.
Thanks, Michael. Okay, on to round 10. Apollo Bay versus Western Eagles. 1 vote, Western Eagles, Andrew Hodgson. 2 votes, Apollo Bay, Carl McSparron. 3 votes, Apollo Bay, Martin White. Forest versus Birregurra. 1 vote, Forest, Adam Wells. 2 votes, Forest, Sean Calcedo. 3 votes, Birregurra, Louis Malikan. Lawn versus Illawarra Biak. 1 vote, Lawn, Brock Shields. 2 votes, Lawn, Luke Norton. 3 votes, Lawn, Thomas Callanan. Otway Districts versus Colac Imperials. 1 vote, Colac Imperials, Adrian Murray. 2 votes, Otway Districts, Daniel Gage. 3 votes, Colac Imperials, Tom McKay. South Colac versus Simpson. 1 vote, Simpson, Corey Bolsh. 2 votes, South Colac, Dave Melendez. 3 votes, South Colac, Justin Mooney. Round 11. Colac Imperials versus South Colac. 1 vote, Colac Imperials, Stephen Cass. 2 votes, South Colac, Dave Melendez. 3 votes, South Colac, Justin Mooney. Illawarra Biak versus Apollo Bay. 1 vote, Apollo Bay, Carl McSparron. 2 votes, Apollo Bay, Alexander Hahn. 3 votes, Illawarra Biak, Jaden Angus. Lawn versus Otway Districts. 1 vote, Otway Districts, Daniel Gage. 2 votes, Lawn, Ross Waters. 3 votes, Lawn, Louis Holmer. Simpson versus Alvey. 1 vote, Alvey, Justin McGuan. 2 votes, Alvey, Andrew DeLorenzo. 3 votes, Alvey, Spencer Williamson. Western Eagles versus Forest. 1 vote, Forest, Scott Ganger. 2 votes, Forest, Michael Gregorio. 3 votes, Forest, Sean Calcedo. Western Eagles versus South Colac in round 12. 1 vote, South Colac, Justin Mooney. 2 votes, Western Eagles, Nick Lacandro. 3 votes, South Colac, Daniel Roberts. Illawarra Biak versus Otway Districts. 1 vote, Illawarra Biak, Caden Flanagan. 2 votes, Illawarra Biak, Sam Barrow. 3 votes, Illawarra Biak, Matthew Dunn. Simpson versus Forest. 1 vote, Simpson, Nick Harding. 2 votes, Simpson, Brock Neal. 3 votes, Simpson, Daniel Wheel. Birregurra versus Alvey. 1 vote, Birregurra, Christian Kelly. 2 votes, Birregurra, Stephen Saligan. 3 votes, Birregurra, Michael Davis. Colac Imperials versus Alvey. 1 vote, Apollo Bay. 1 vote, Colac Imperials, Stephen Cass. 2 votes, Apollo Bay, Carl McSparron. 3 votes, Apollo Bay, Martin White. Round 13. South Colac versus Illawarra Biak. 1 vote, South Colac, Jake O'Dwyer. 2 votes, South Colac, Sean Harrington. 3 votes, South Colac, Freddie Norchi. Apollo Bay versus Lawn. 1 vote, Apollo Bay, Carl McSparron. 2 votes, Apollo Bay, Alexander Hahn. 3 votes, Lawn, Louis Holmer. Birregurra versus Simpson. 1 vote, Simpson, Joel Hayward. 2 votes, Birregurra, Tom McCrickard. 3 votes, Birregurra, Tim McLean. Forest versus Colac Imperials. 1 vote, Colac Imperials, Sean O'Neill. So we've gone in the wrong order there. So the next game should, okay, Albie versus the Eagles. 1 vote, Scott Nolan, Albie. 2 votes, Tyson Stott, Western Eagles. 3 votes, Nick Licandro, Western Eagles. Birregurra versus Simpson. 1 vote, Joel Hayward, Simpson. 2 votes, Birregurra, Tom McCrickard. 3 votes, Birregurra, Tim McLean. Forest versus Colac Imperials. 1 vote, Colac Imperials, Sean O'Neill. 2 votes, Forest, Justin Bliss. 3 votes, Colac Imperials, Stephen Cass. Round 14. Otway Districts versus Apollo Bay. 1 vote, Apollo Bay, Adrian Hahn. 2 votes, Apollo Bay, Carl McSparron. 3 votes, Apollo Bay, Lee Hickey. Illawarra Biak versus Forest. 1 vote, Illawarra Biak, Ben Allen. 2 votes, Forest, Benjamin Hood. 3 votes, Illawarra Biak, Troy Keating. Western Eagles versus Birregurra. 1 vote, Birregurra, Max Eagles. 2 votes, Birregurra, Josh Weatherhead. 3 votes, Birregurra, Michael Davis. Colac Imperials versus Alvey. 1 vote, Colac Imperials, Adrian Murray. 2 votes, Alvey, Andrew Delarenzo. 3 votes, Colac Imperials, Andrew Scott. Lawn versus South Colac. 1 vote, South Colac, Daniel Roberts. 2 votes, Lawn, Louis Holmer. 3 votes, Lawn, Ross Waters. We'll now do another update.
District leaders brought after 14 rounds. Got a new leader, Louis Holmer, on 18 from Lawn. 4 ahead of Corey Bolsh and Nick Licandro. Daniel Allen and Alexander Hahn both on 10. So with 4 rounds to go, it's still anybody's.
Okay, round 15. South Colac versus Otway Districts. 1 vote, Otway Districts, Luke Burnett. 2 votes, South Colac, Jake O'Dwyer. 3 votes, South Colac, Daniel Roberts. Birregurra versus Colac Imperials. 1 vote, Colac Imperials, Josh Tresize. 2 votes, Birregurra, Luke Phillips. 3 votes, Colac Imperials, Tom McKay. Forest versus Lawn. 1 vote, Forest, Sean Calcedo. 2 votes, Lawn, Brock Shields. 3 votes, Lawn, Louis Holmer. Simpson versus Western Eagles. 1 vote, Simpson, Luke Wheel. 2 votes, Western Eagles, Graham Lynch. 3 votes, Western Eagles, Tyson Stott. Alvey versus Illawarra Biak. 1 vote, Alvey, Andrew Delarenzo. 2 votes, Illawarra Biak, Troy Keating. 3 votes, Alvey, Daniel Allen. Round 16. There's only three games in this round. First one, South Colac versus Birregurra. 1 vote, Birregurra, Campbell Floyd. 2 votes, South Colac, Sean Harrington. 3 votes, Birregurra, Luke Phillips. Apollo Bay versus Simpson. 1 vote, Apollo Bay, Carl McSparran. 2 votes, Apollo Bay, Lee Hickey. 3 votes, Apollo Bay, Jeremy Ellis. Otway Districts versus Western Eagles. 1 vote, Otway Districts, Luke Burnett. 2 votes, Otway Districts, Daniel Gage. 3 votes, Western Eagles, Nick Lacandro. Round 17. Birregurra versus Lorne. 1 vote, Lorne, Brock Shields. 2 votes, Birregurra, Jace Kelly. 3 votes, Lorne, Stephen Oliver. Albi versus Otway Districts. 1 vote, Otway Districts, Luke Burnett. 2 votes, Albi, Daniel Allen. 3 votes, Otway Districts, Justin Robbins. Simpson versus Illawarra Biak. 1 vote, Illawarra Biak, Jaden Angus. 2 votes, Simpson, Joel Hayward. 3 votes, Simpson, Jaden McVilly. Western Eagles versus Colac Imperials. 1 vote, Colac Imperials, Andrew Scott. 2 votes, Colac Imperials, Russell Whiteford. 3 votes, Western Eagles, Tyson Stott. Forest versus Apollo Bay. 1 vote, Forest, Aaron Eddy. 2 votes, Apollo Bay, Jeremy Ellis. 3 votes, Apollo Bay, Carl McSparran. And so to the final round. Colac Imperials versus Simpson. 1 vote, Colac Imperials, Laurie Clark. 2 votes, Colac Imperials, James Morgan. 3 votes, Colac Imperials, Adrian Murray. Otway Districts versus Forest. 1 vote, Forest, Matthew Burrell. 2 votes, Otway Districts, Adam Harris. 3 votes, Otway Districts, Daniel Gage. Apollo Bay versus South Colac. 1 vote, South Colac, Sean Harrington. 2 votes, Apollo Bay, Dean Sheets. 3 votes, Apollo Bay, Adrian Hahn. Illawarra Biak versus Birregurra. 1 vote, Illawarra Biak, Tony Walker. 2 votes, Birregurra, Josh Weatherhead. 3 votes, Illawarra Biak, Jaden Angus. And the final game, Lorne versus Alvey. 1 vote, Lorne, Shane Tricky. 2 votes, Lorne, Emilio Graziani. And 3 votes, Lorne, Louis Holmer. Thanks, Paul. We'll just check the club by club leaderboards. Alvey. Daniel Allen, well in front on 15 from Spencer Williamson and Andrew De Lorenzo on 6. At Apollo Bay, we have Carl McSparran and Adrian Hahn both on 12. You right there, Luke? Thank you. And on the Birregurra, Luke Phillips on 10, 3 ahead of Tom McGregard on 7. Twiggy McLean on 6 ahead of Michael as well as Michael Davis. Colac Imperials, Thomas McKay on 12, 2 ahead of Andrew Scott on 10 and Adrian Murray on 8. At Forest, Sean Calcedo on 10 and Justin Bliss on 8. Illawarra Biak, Jaden Angus on 8, 2 ahead of Matthew Dunn and Troy Keating. At Lorne,
Our winner, Louis Holmer, on 24. Well ahead of Brock Shields on 10, Stephen Oliver 8, Lee Holmer on 7. Otway Districts. Daniel Gage on 11, 3 ahead of Adam Harris on 8, Luke Burnett on 7. Simpson, Corey Bolsh were out in front on 14. South Colac. Daniel Roberts on 10, 2 ahead of Sean Harrington on 8 and Justin Mooney on 7. At Western Eagles, our runner-up, Nick Lacandro on 17, Tyson Stott on 14, Matthew Kenny on 5. So at the end of the count, the final leaders board sees the winner, Louis Holmer from Lorne on 24, Nick Lacandro from Eagles on 17, Daniel Allen on 15 from Aldi, and Corey Bolsh and Tyson Scott both on 14. Before we do the award for the runner-up and the Mahoney medal winner, I'd like to announce the winner of the Under-21 Max Gray Memorial Player of the Year, and I'd ask Gary Gray, representing the Gray family, to come out and present the award to Daniel Allen from Albi.
Gary didn't want to do it, he's
Handed it over. Thanks, Michael. Okay, Daniel. You played seniors with Albi at the age of 16, is that right? Did you start?
Something like that.
Way back then. You just snuck into the under-21, turned 21 February this year. And you played seniors ever since you were 16 mainly.
Yeah, I think my first game I didn't get a touch of the footy. It was my second game, my first kick, and I think it was a goal. So.
Fantastic. Who's been the greatest influence, do you think, on your footy?
Or probably my favourite player is Knackers Richies. He's an awesome bloke. And
Knackers Richies.
Yeah, good role. Luke Richies, sorry.
Oh, sorry,
yeah.
No, you have to be.
Good role model and just a great bloke.
Fantastic. Now, just a little bit in, I've been waiting for somebody from Albi to come up. I need you to tell me, did Steve O'Dowd ever raise his voice as a coach?
I did one game, I think, and that was the against Illawarra Barrack, that Sunday game, and yeah, he gave us a blast and it worked. We come out firing. So.
Was that because everybody was down from Melbourne that he thought he?
Yeah, I think he's trying to impress a few blokes.
Yeah, they did a good job on turning that around. Now, I see you're in the senior interleague team. What did you think of the experience, the interleague experience?
Yeah, great experience, great blokes. I didn't think I was deserved to be in there. There was a lot of other great players, and I don't know, yeah, pretty lucky to be there. So.
Well, clearly a few other people thought you were playing well enough as well. Which players from the other sides, like when you play interleague, you get to play alongside some fantastic players that you've been playing against. Who are the players that you're most looking forward to playing alongside?
Shawnee Calcedo, he's an absolute gun. He could definitely step up into a better standard. I was looking forward to playing with Louis, but he pulled out. They're all a great bunch of blokes. So.
Fantastic experience. Louis probably would have given you a bit of the ball.
Don't know about that.
A disappointing year, just missing out on the finals. Was there a game that you thought you had that was winnable that probably cost you in the end?
Yeah, there was a couple of games. Imps game in particular. For no particular reason, we let that one slip. And probably Forest game. We had a shot in the last 9 seconds. I had a shot actually and missed. And yeah, probably the Illawarra game early on in the year, we let that one slip.
Yeah, but pretty disappointing there. But now you're out of the finals. Looking at who's left in, who do you think is going to take it out?
Oh, Law might choke again. Don't know. I think Law's got it.
Good on you, mate. Thanks, Daniel, and I'm sure there's some people you'd like to thank.
Yeah, just all the boys. They're a great bunch of blokes to play with. Thanks, fellas. Just everyone that sponsors us. Greg, all them, thanks. All the umpires, everyone that helps out during the year, thank you very much. Peter and Max Gray, thank you very much.
Good on you. And thanks Daniel Allen, winner of the Max Gray Memorial Under 21 Player of the Year. Now I'll ask the runner-up in the Senior Best and Fairest, Nick Lacandre from Western Eagles, to come forth. Yes, I'll ask Peter Mahoney, who's representing the Mahoney family, to make the presentation to Nick.
Thank you.
Thanks, Pete. Well done. Now you started with Bungaree.
Yeah, that's right. My juniors are at Bungaree and played one senior year there before moving to Lexington.
Okay, did you get to meet any of the Frawleys, or did you know them?
Not really, not playing, just a few visits here and there, I guess.
So you played mainly, as you said, in the Central Highlands and Maryborough Castlemaine, including interleague with Maryborough Castlemaine. Who did you play against in that?
I think Modern Valley was my last interleague game there, so that was a good experience. Any interleague game is, so.
Fantastic. Now, despite losing to South in the elimination final, there's been some pretty positive moves out at Eagles this year. What's the feel like at the club? Obviously disappointed having lost, but going forward, how's the feel been around the club?
Yeah, I think it's been great for the club. Obviously struggled the last couple of years, and probably to put it into perspective, making finals for the first year in a while was great for the club and the supporters. So I think we're in the right stead moving forward, I guess, the next year and the next couple of years to hopefully push a bit further.
Now, what brought you to the Eagles? Did you know people there or move to the area? What was the attraction there?
Yeah, I knew the Thorne brothers. They got me there, so I think I rocked up about 4 weeks before the season started, and the club was lucky enough to give me a crack.
Fantastic. Now, we obviously know Lorne's playing in the grand final. Who do you think is going to be their opponent in the grand final?
Probably Imps. I think they're both pretty, Lorne and Imps are both well-rounded teams, so it should be a good fight between those two for the grand final.
Looking forward to a great game. I'm sure there's some people you'd like to thank, Nick.
Yeah, just everyone at the Eagles. Obviously, like I said, I rocked up 4 weeks before the season started, and they were lucky enough to give me a chance to play with them. And yeah, I guess the boys from the club. Cab over there wants to mention, so I probably should mention him. Yeah, and just I guess the umpires, they do a fantastic job, and just the sponsors for the league and everyone that runs the league.
Good on you, Nick. Nick Lacandre, our runner-up this year from Western Eagles. Thanks, mate. Now I'll ask Peter Mahoney to come back up to the stage to make the presentation of the Mahoney Medal for the year 2013 to Lewis Holmer from the Lorne Football Club. Louis, you started your career with Lorne, played a couple of years with the Falcons. What sort of influence do you think your experience at the Falcons had on your footy?
A fair bit. I learned enormously from Buddha. Hocking was our coach at the time. I didn't really get to play much the first year because I was in the development, and then I played a few games with Lorne in the seniors, and then was lucky enough to get a call into the Falcons squad, and then yeah, I think I played 20 games straight from there.
Fantastic. That's a great effort. Anybody who actually gets to the TAC level has obviously got some talent. A couple of years at Lara in the GFL, and then last year with Ocean Grove. Obviously, as I asked Luke before, how did you find the different standards of footy between Bellarine, GFL, Colac District?
Clearly GFL's the best league in Victoria. BFL was a bit below that, but yeah, as Luke said, the skills are a bit cleaner, and yeah, the grounds are in way better nick than down here.
Country footy at its best. Now, what sort of changes have you noticed? I mean, you were with Lorne, then as I said, you went to Lara and Ocean Grove. What sort of changes, like since you left to the time you come back, have you noticed with the Colac District League, if any?
Probably the more high-care players coming back to the league, from other clubs like the GFL. I think Eagles got a few from Geelong, West St Peters, and yeah, just probably the highest standard. I can't really remember back to when I was 17 what it was like then, but the majority's better now.
That's fantastic. Now, must be great playing, back playing with Lee, and I noticed Kyle, was that another brother?
Yeah, he's
Kyle?
older, 2 years older.
The older brother?
Yeah.
So now is his body holding together pretty well at the moment?
Yeah, it's not too bad.
Do you think, sorry, go on.
He's got sore groins, but yeah, he'll be alright.
That happens with he'll be right. That happens with
Only one more game to go.
Any chance of him hanging around long enough to play if Jackson, is there any chance of him returning?
You'd have to ask him.
It'd be great for the lot of you to play together before poor old Kyle has to retire.
Yeah, I don't think Lorne will have enough money for Jack.
Now you kicked 49 goals for the season. Talking to Luke before, I think he felt that he probably could have got the ton if you hadn't kept drifting forward. Did you steal many from him, do you think?
No, I'm pretty sure I gave him all to him.
Oh.
I reckon he got at least 10 from me.
I didn't hear you named in all the people that were delivering, but that's good. Now, some disappointment last year with Ocean Grove, obviously going out in straight sets in the final series. What's the feel now with Lorne? What sort of confidence level is there with Lorne this year?
Oh, it's pretty good. I wasn't involved last year, and the guys were pretty disappointed with their loss, but just the all-round feeling, everyone seems to be really determined and keen to go that one step further this year. Well, you've got it all ahead of you. Who do you think is going to be your opponent? Oh, I hope South, but I know him as well. Okay. All right, mate. Look, I'm sure there's a few people you'd like to thank. Yeah, just thank Baldy and Brock and the committee down at Lorne. It's been a pleasure coming back to play. And yeah, the sponsors, Greg Allen, Mix FM, and all the league members and umpires. Yeah. Good on you, mate. Well, hopefully everybody's got a drink in front of them. I'd like you to be upstanding and propose a toast to the winner. Has he got a drink? Propose a toast to Lewis Holmer, the 2013 Mahoney medalist for the Colac District Football and Netball League. Mr. Lewis. Thank you. Thanks, Luke. Okay. That brings us to a close. Just on behalf of, first of all, on behalf of Football and Netball Geelong, it's been fantastic, the relationship we've enjoyed over the past few years with the Colac District League. I certainly have fond memories from a long, long time ago of my involvement, and I love the footy. Possibly the best weekend we had was going out to Alvey and seeing Alvey and Illawarra in true country footy style. You should be proud of your league and what you've produced as far as players go, and there's certainly the way in which you conduct yourselves. I'd like to thank Peter Lucas, who jumped in to call the votes tonight. Not an easy job, I know, but did a sterling job, so thanks very much, Peter. And once again to the sponsors, you can't be thanked enough. To Anton for the fantastic meal that the Austral provided tonight, and to all the participants who are still in the final series for the next couple of weeks, all the best. We look forward to seeing some fantastic competitive footy, and we'll see you all here again next year. Thank you very much.